Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bahashem, Rokal Kadash Brakatah, double honors to the apostles of and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers that teach in truth and sincerity. Um, this video is gonna be about about Cubans. That's the tribe of Manasseh, and this is about walking in the. This is about basically judgment happened to them. I got here an article in Rutgers .com about the plane crash that took place this past weekend, right? It took place on May 20th, I believe. And, I'm going to read it, man. It's Cuban banned to bury its dead from the airline disasters. It's it's a Cubans in Eastern Holguin province held a funeral on Sunday for an art instructor for her small children, the first of 67 Holguin residents to be brought home for burial out of the 110 people who died Friday in the Cuban worst plane crash since 1989. And this is judgment of the Lord to them Cubans, man, from the tribe of Manasseh, because, we always talk about Judah, the Negroes. Well, look, the Lord is going to judge all the nations, man. He's going to judge all the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Because you Cubans worship is into that Roman Catholic, okay? Which is a false idol, which is a false religion, which is false, which is not of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Here's what Cuban at, just so we can get a vigil of what we're talking about. Is it's in an island, man. A lot of them Cubans, they think they're better. A lot of them look down on the on Negroes, like on Negroes, and whatnot. But judgment is taking place, man. You're not here from the Lord, man, because here in Genesis 48, we know the Lord. Just to give a back history on who is Manasseh, which is the modern day, they're called now Cubans. It's a Genesis 48:8. And Israel beheld Joseph's sons and said, "Who are these?" And Joseph said unto his father, These are my sons, who God hath given me in this place. And he said, Bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them. Now the eyes of Israel were dim for age, so that he could not see, and he brought them near unto him, and he kissed them and embraced them. And Israel said unto Joseph, I had not thou to see thy face, and lo, God hath shown me also thy seed. And Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself with his face unto the earth. And Joseph took both Ephraim in his right hand towards Israel left hand, and Manasseh in his left hand toward Israel right hand, and brought them near unto him. And Israel stretched out his right hand, laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand unto Manasseh's head, guiding him hand rightly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. And he blessed Joseph. And said, God, before whom my father Abraham Isaac did walk, God, which fed me all my life long unto this day, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lad, and let my name be name of them, and the name of my father Abraham Isaac, and let them grow in a multitude in the midst of the earth. And when Joseph said that his father laid his right upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held up his father's hand to remove it. from Ephraim head unto Manasseh head. And Joseph said unto his father, Not so, my father. For this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. And the father refused and said, I know it, my son. I know it. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations. Now, let's talk about Manasseh. Ephraim and Manasseh is one of the same, as the apostle was breaking it down. And truly Ephraim and Manasseh became great nations, but they also went off. They became prideful as a nation, man. As of course they're tribes of Israel, but they became they became prideful. The word Manasseh means made to forget, man, and they really forgot the law, statutes, and commandments. They went astray. Let me get this in get this in Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the laws thy God. I will also forget thy children. And that what Manasseh, the Cubans did. The name Manasseh made to forget. They forgot who they were. They forgot their children. They forgot their rightful place. They forgot the Lord, man. They worship all this Roman Catholic shit, man. Therefore, the Lord brought judgment upon them, man. About this plane, this plane crash that happened. And they burying them. I'm gonna get this in Matthews 10 and 29. Matthew 10 and 29, it say, are not two sparrows sold not sold for a far thing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Lord, right? The Lord said not even a sparrow will fall on the ground except the Lord basically sanctioned it, man. So guess what? The Lord sanctioned this plane to fall to the ground, man. He brought judgment upon the Manassites, man. For basically for forgetting the Lord, man, and going astray. And now is a big LGBTQ community that's happening happening out there in Cuban, man. All right, so this is judgment upon the Lord, man. So judgment is not just happening to the tribe of Judah. Though it start with Judah, because Judah the head tribe. It's go all down to Ephraim and Manasseh, man. All right. Look, you got a whole bunch of nigga. Hey, when I say the word nigga, I'm talking about all the tribes, man. Let me get this in Isaiah 45:7. Some might ask like, damn, why would the Lord do something like that to his own people? Well, this is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light, I create the darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. The Lord do all these catastrophes, all this death, all this earthquakes that what's going on in Hawaii. All right, the Lord's bringing death and destruction. It's judgment of the Lord, man. I, the Lord, do all these things. Let me read that back again. Isaiah 45:7. For I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. I'm gonna get this in Jeremiah 6:16-4. Jeremiah 6:16-4. They shall Word came to me. It say, they shall die a grievous death. They shall not be lamented, right? Because the time of Jacob's trouble is approaching us, man. It's going to get way worse for you Manassites, man. You thought that was something. I'm talking to all the tribes. It's going to get way worse, man. The Lord's bringing judgment, death, and destruction to this place, to this world, man. It's not just America. America is the main place death and destruction is going to happen. But throughout all these lands, Mexico, Cuba, in the Dominican Republic, all right, to wherever all the 12 tribes are scattered, man. Hey, man, death and destruction gotta happen, man. You're gonna get touched. No one not gonna just gonna skate away, man. So it say, they shall die a grievous death. They shall not be lamented. Neither shall they be buried. Right. And right here, in this article, they burying their dead. Cubans being buried is dead from the airline disaster. So all these women in these funerals, out in Cuba, they got the liberty to bury their dead. And the time that is coming, you're not gonna be able to bury your dead, man. There's gonna be so much death. It's like the scripture say, it's gonna be like dawn on the face of the earth, man. Which is prophecy of our people, man. I think that's in Deuteronomy 28. It speaks about us not being buried. We just gonna be like dawn, man. We just gonna, Lord willing, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that brothers, we be part of the elect, man. The Lord, He look upon us with mercy, and He deliver us, the ones that preaching His word. But the ones, these people that's going to these religions and that focus on Esau, I don't even like getting on fucking planes, man. The heavens, man, that's out of my fucking realm, man. That's out of my territory, man. That's the gods, that's the most high territory, That's that, that's His property, man. That's, unless once again, unless the Lord when He delivers, He gives us that sanction. But right now, we gotta walk upon His earth, man. The Lord ain't blessed. We ain't got wings right now, man. The Lord ain't give us that power, spiritual power. You have to be flying in the heavens and shit like that, man. That's most high territory, man. Yahweh shot territory, and His angels, His chariots, man. So it say, and they shall die grievous death, and they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven, for the beasts of the earth, man. This is the times we're coming to. We're coming to the times of death and destruction, man. So this plane killing, this plane with the Lord's sanction, because we just read that even a sparrow don't fall to the ground unless the Lord sanction it. It was judgment. It's judgment. And it's going to be a time where you're not going to be able to bury your dead, man. And look, and here it is, you on this fucking island, man. And guess what? The Lord can cut off all traffic to the island. Hell, man, the Lord can make a giant wave, tsunami hit that island, man. And that be the end of y'all, man. All right? The Lord controlled. He controlled the sword, man. Okay. Just give an update, man. What's going on in Cuba, man. So you Cubans you righteous Cubans, better repent. You Manassites, man, better come to this truth, man. Learn the name Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Hey, man, this is a quick hit. And I hope this was edifying. With that, let us give our praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.